What's up, Wastelanders? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing great, and I hope you are too. It's me, Kiki B. Welcome to a brand new episode of Kiki B Plays Fallout 76. I'm coming to you today from the off-limits area of my server room shelter because I can, and I've got some really great little building tricks today that I think you're going to love, including some awesome stuff that you can do with the new fireplace on the current scoreboard. Now, the fireplace is a Fallout First exclusive this season, and I just want to preface this by saying I don't encourage people to spend money on the game. I do pay for First and sometimes buy extra atoms, and if you also choose to do that, that's totally cool. If you choose not to, that's cool too. However, I do know that folks sometimes buy a month of First at the end of a season so that they can claim all the exclusive rewards from the scoreboard, and if you're inclined to do that and it's comfortably within your budget, this is definitely a season where I feel it's personally worth it. But again, only if it's comfortably within your budget. There is some great stuff up for grabs this season, like that fireplace, the Hunting Lodge prefab, and some of the buildable junk items that are definitely amazing for the serious camp builder. Anyway, I'll be showing you all that in just a moment, but before we dive into that, if you love what I do here and you're interested in supporting the channel, you can do so by joining our Patreon family or becoming a channel member right here on YouTube. Head on over to patreon.com/KikiB or click that join button right below this video to find out more. Subscribing and turning on those channel notifications is completely free and really helps me out, so what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do that. Leave me a thumbs up and a comment while you're at it if you feel like it. I live for your praise and validation. And don't forget to join us over on the Happy Camper Discord, where the fun never ends. That link is down in the description. And find me on Instagram and Twitch. We would love to see you there. Now all that's out of the way, let's get building. This first trick is a nice, simple one. You may have spotted this in my treehouse village build next to the retreat. We're going to be making a really cute little balcony using a round rug and a guard post. Absolutely no atomic shop or scoreboard content required. So grab any round rug, they'll all work, and place it on the edge of a floor or roof as far off the edge as you can get it. Then grab it and bring it back in about this far. This is why I place it all the way off the edge first, so that I can look at the little ghost rug and see how far I need to move it, because we're going to place a guard post on it next, and that needs to overlap the edge of the floor by a little bit for this to work. Sorry, it's harder to explain in words and way easier to show, so hopefully you'll be able to get what I'm talking about. Now, place your guard post down. It won't let you initially place it too close to the edge, but you can move it there after you put it down, so that's fine. So grab it and move it as close to the edge as you can, and now you can pick it up by the rug and take it over to a pressure plate to merge it down. If you're not familiar with pressure plate merging, I did a whole awesome video explaining it, so go watch that when you're done. And do this on the ground, not on a floor, because you're going to be merging the guard post below the rug, and it might give you a little trouble if you try doing that on a structure surface. So merge it down until it looks like the rug is sitting on top of the guard post. Then pick it up by the rug again, bring it over to wherever you want your balcony, and line it up with the edge of your floor or roof or whatever. Now you've got a cute little balcony that's going to add some really nice shape and texture and variety to your structure. It looks especially good with the thatched rug, which was a Fallout First exclusive a while back, or really any of the larger round rugs, and you can add furniture or whatever to make it nice and cozy. Now, if you want to have this up against a wall with a doorway leading out onto it, that's pretty easy. Use the basic wood wall, the solid one, not a window or doorway, and break it with the flamer trap. Now you can place your balcony down in the same way, repair the wall, and replace it with whatever doorway you want. If you want an actual door leading out onto your balcony, you're going to do something similar, but you'll have to place the door down first. Then go ahead and open the door so that it'll be out of the way, turn the wall into a solid wood wall, and break the wall and the door with the flamer trap. Now, because the door will still try to cause you some problems here, you'll have to use the small round daisy rug for this version. The door gets in the way of any of the larger rugs. The sweet spot where you'll have to place it down is a little smaller, but you'll get it. So pop your balcony down, repair everything, change that wall back into whatever doorway you want, and there's your balcony. Okay, here's a quick little trick that I mentioned ages ago and kept forgetting to squeeze into a video somewhere, which is putting a better pot on this tree. I love this potted tree, but I really hate the pot. And we have this lovely empty white pot, so we're going to use it to repot the tree. So grab your tree and your pot and your flamer trap and go ahead and put the tree wherever you want it to go eventually. Then burn the tree, and you're just going to go ahead and put the pot right in there and repair the tree when you've got everything where you want it. Do keep in mind that the pot is a little on the small side, so this is best for in a corner or against a wall because the ugly blue and yellow pot will stick out on the back a little bit. Next up is a cool trick that I'm really thrilled with. Mr. Church had done this a little while back with the covered bridge middle pieces, and I was like, hey, you can probably do that with the encampment bridges as well, and sure enough you can. So here's that, and also go check out his video. I linked it in the card and in the description. He's got a lot of really cool blueprints in there that I'm sure you will love. Anyway, put down the encampment bridge end piece, snap 2 of the middle pieces to it, and then grab a small floor object and put it down on the end piece. Try and get it centered because that will make your life easier later on, and you can see that little beam underneath the center of the slats there, so line it up with that right in the middle. Then blueprint the floor object and the 2 middle bridge pieces, and congrats! Now you can place your encampment bridges anywhere you can set that floor object, which is super awesome and liberating because they look amazing as a bridge between 2 upper floors or whatever. So let's go make a bridge between 2 upper floors, and this is where getting that egg centered will have made your life easier because now you can see if your bridge is centered even when you can't see the whole bridge. Now I want to add 1 more piece on the end of this bridge, but first I need flatter walls at that end because these ones stick out a lot and they're intersecting with where I want to put that last piece. So I'm going to change the walls, snap that last bridge piece on, and change them back. Now, look at that. That is gorgeous, and these bridges go so well with this build set. I fucking love this build set, and this is a great way to be able to access a very small space like this on an upper floor. So there you go. Enjoy. Okay, it's time. We're finally there. Time to show you some of the fantastic stuff you can do with the new stone fireplace from this season's scoreboard. So if you didn't know, this baby comes with an extension piece. So if you're building it in a tall room, you can extend it all the way to the ceiling, which is already really cool. But that means you can also extend it through the ceiling to make a cool chimney, which is super simple. So take away your roofs, build it as high as you want your chimney to go. Just keep in mind that unfortunately each of these extension pieces counts toward your build limit of 50 lights. Yes, these count as lights because they're in the fireplace category and Bethesda is lazy. That's sad, and I hope they do something about that very soon, but as long as you use it kind of sparingly, it's not too bad for now. Anyway, break the fireplace with the flamer trap, which makes those upper pieces temporarily completely disappear since they're dependent on the fireplace. Then put your roof in and repair the fireplace. Look at that. That is gorgeous. So the next step here is going to be using the extension pieces on their own because they're really nice and we want to be able to do that. But the game says, no, you don't get to have nice things, to which I say, fuck that, I will build however I want. So what we're going to do is place down 2 fireplaces back to back, and thank you, Leth, for reminding me that I didn't need to overcomplicate this. And then stack 2 extension pieces on one and a floor object on the other, and now, you guessed it, blueprint the floor object and the 2 extension pieces, and you can place this anywhere you want. One weird thing about this is that if you place it on the ground, you can remove either of the 2 pieces and the remaining one will stay. But if you place it on a floor or roof or other structural thing, they will both disappear if you remove one. I don't understand it, it's weird, but if you need to float one for some reason, place them on the ground to do that. Also, the 2 extensions are exactly 1 wall high, so if you need to place them in a room, best to place the extensions first and then put the roof or floor on top. If the roof or floor doesn't want to place, break the extensions with the flamer trap first, but it should work just fine. If you want to put a couple of these stacks down side by side to make a wider wall, break the first one with the flamer and then overlap the second set ever so slightly, and the texture will overlap seamlessly and look really lovely. Alright, last thing we're going to do with these is create a sort of rounded corner of beautiful stone walls on the upper floor of this building. So I'm going to take out the corner walls and change the roofs to something less chunky because the trim on these roofs gets in the way of placing this blueprint. Then I'm going to put my extension blueprint in the corner here at a 45-degree angle, burn it with the flamer, get rid of the other intersecting stuff temporarily, and oftentimes this blueprint will show red when you want to place it, but it will still place anyway, like right now. So if it's somewhere where you think it should work but it's red, try clicking it anyway, and it probably will work. Now I'm going to burn the 2 side pieces I put down so that I can put the walls back. I'm going to put all my walls back, change the roofs back, and repair everything. You get the idea. Now, on the inside, it doesn't look amazing, but we're going to grab our Anywhere wall blueprint, which is a wall, a catwalk on the top, and a small floor object, and use that to smooth over that awkward-looking corner if you want. Okay, that's it from me today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something. Don't forget to make sure that you are subscribed and you've turned on those channel notifications so you don't miss out on the next absolutely amazing video. If you liked this and you're interested in supporting the channel, check out that Patreon link or click the join button right below this video. And of course, join us on Discord, Instagram, and Twitch. We would love to see you there. And with that, folks, take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.